Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to get our DraftingS to look professional, which basically means to add it to a title block page which has it all looking like a blueprint. Now, how we can do that is in Fusion 360 and using our current model. Now, to get it set up so it's working right, the one thing we do is have to extrude it. And the reason why we have to extrude it is because it wasn't giving me the right lines in the sketching pieces. So over here, if I come into the extrude, all I have to do is select this front body, notice the arrow, pull the arrow the correct dimension, and then type in the distance you want it to extrude, and we're going to go just 1/8 of an inch. Enter. Now that we have that done, you can see that if you're in a 3D setting, in the ISO view, that you can see a little bit of, depth now to our part. Now that we have that, all we have to do is go over here to the Design menu, select it, and slide down to Drawing, and then select From Design. Before we do anything else, we have to come over here to change the sheet size to the correct setting, and that is the 11:8A version, which is the second one down, and then select OK. Once you select OK, it does bug your computer out a little bit. It's transitioning from one side of Fusion 360 to another side, the drawing side. And now that we're in the drawing side, we should have our part floating around on our cursor. If you click on the paper, it will drop it. Over here on the right-hand side, and don't worry when we drop it, you can edit it later, you can move it around. We have to come over here to the scale and select our scale and change it to a 1:1. We want it to be a 1:1 or a full-size drawing. All the rest of the stuff should be okay. We should be able to hit okay. Once we hit okay, we lose that front kind of surface looking, and it kind of looks like a blank print there. We're going to kind of organize this so it's in the middle of our sheet relatively, and then the next thing and the last thing we have to do is pull all of the dimensions that we needed to make this part. To do that, I'm going to start by just showing you the dimension pieces up here and remind you that you want to pull all the same dimensions that you did in the previous assignment, which is all the ones we needed to make it. You'll notice as I pull a few here to show you that when we do this, clicking and moving to the right and left, it is coming in as a decimal form. I haven't figured out how yet to change that, so that's what we're going to leave it as. But you want to have all of the dimensions that you needed to make this part. And then once you have that done, you are ready to save it and then ready to export it. I'm just going to do a few more. Remember, if you click the center and the outside edge of a part, and then you click the center and the outside edge of a part, if you go the opposite way, it will give you the other dimension. Now, I don't have all my dimensions done, but I'm relatively close. At the same time, once we're all done, you would want to save this. Saving it allows you to make sure that you know what it's called. It comes in adding the drawing on the back side of what you, after you currently have it named. I'm going to change that drawing to this final, meaning this is the last thing we're doing in this assignment, and it's completed. Once I hit save here, there's one more thing that I want to do, and that is export. All right, so I want to go up to the export piece. Export as a PDF. I want to have all sheets in line weights check marked. That's what it's automatic for me that way. I want to hit OK. I want to make sure that this is my final. If I hadn't named it earlier or previous, so it's just my 3.1 DraftingS final. I have it going as a PDF, and then it's going to my 8th grade drafting. If you are on the desktop version, there's a fourth line right here where you can select the edge, and it will take you into a PC navigation where you can then go up here to the upper left-hand corner, expand this PC to find your downloads or your documents folder where you can send that file and easily find it later on in Schoology. If you are like me where you're doing the web-based version, this will send it to the cloud or the Fusion cloud that I've showed you a few different times. I'm going to hit save here to see what happens. Now, after we've done that, over here in our settings for the ones that are on the web-based version, if you look in the data panel and you refresh it, you should be able to find your, and I have a few of them going on because I've been playing around with this a little bit, DraftingS final PDF. And if you double click it, it's going to open it up in the cloud. So if I double click this one right here, where's actually the 1214, sorry, right here, this one. This is the last one. Sorry. it takes me to this cloud where all I have to do to get it downloaded is to select it. And then once I have it selected, I can then download over here and should be able to retrieve it from my downloads to turn in, put it in my downloads, hit save. And now it's ready to be turned in Schoology. Thank you for watching. Hopefully the video helps. DraftingS is a little different, but I'll make a video to show how that one works. The reverse engineering, this is exactly how you turn it in. Thank you for watching.